What's up, dudes? Max here. Wanted to discuss something pretty important today because there's been a lot of changes on YouTube over the past few weeks, if not over the past year and a half, that has regarded the privatization and the removal of a lot of videos that you might remember from something like Boss Rage or Assist Me and Fighting History, and to let you know where we're at. Unfortunately, this does really come down to issues with YouTube, how YouTube's new algorithm is tracking things, how their copyright system is changing, and how that's going to affect a lot of my older videos, even despite the fact I don't wish to make money on them. I just want them to stay up there. And even that presents a problem. So what a lot of you guys might have noticed over the past couple of days is that many of the Boss Rage episodes, if not many episodes of Assist Me, many episodes of the Evo highlight moments, are gone now. They're either privated or they are no longer on the channel, and that is for good reason. They are putting my channel in a dangerous standing where I could actually potentially lose everything. Then there has been kind of a big thing that's been happening over the past year. You might have remembered a lot of those Boss Rage episodes before went private, and I could no longer put them up because they were doing the exact same thing. It turns out another algorithm was coming along that was going to mess everything up, and this was kind of known by me for this entire year, and I've been waiting to see what it's going to take effect, and I've been waiting this entire time to see how it's going to change the channel. And unfortunately, it was pretty severe. A very large majority of old Boss Rage videos were taken down. A very large majority of old Assist Me videos were taken down, as well as a couple episodes of Fighting History. The first and second episode are no longer available on YouTube, and that's very unfortunate. I'm going to do my best to see if I can possibly get them back up. But the hardest part is knowing how much time I put into those videos and the history that they have with the comments, the likes, everything on the viewership, and all that is essentially gone now. And that's a big, big part of my channel. And it's a big, big part of the stuff that I loved, going back and watching those videos here on YouTube. So the unfortunate thing, and I can explain to you exactly what happened, there's a new copyright algorithm that's going along on YouTube that is being very specific in what it's targeting. And this target is going after a specific collection of music that a lot of my videos used from a library back in the day that was YouTube safe and was commonly known for being totally good on YouTube. But this was like 5 or 6 years ago. Unfortunately, a lot of these tracks, if not any portion of these tracks, even if a small snippet of them is used in any way, you are totally screwed. And a lot of the music libraries that I was using back in the day are composed of this music. And back in last year, when a lot of the Boss Rages went private, something big happened to this company that was making this music. Suddenly, they were bought out by a giant music conglomerate that just sort of soaks up this kind of music and epic music and tracks and a whole bunch of stuff. And they bought a whole bunch of companies and they bought a whole bunch of music and essentially targeted YouTube. And they start making money off any single video that has it. And that's pretty much where I'm at, and it was putting me at risk of copyright strike, and that is not good. That is something that'll put me in a bad standing, and I sadly can't have it. Unfortunately, even in a situation where I don't want to put ads on the video, and a lot of those videos already did not have ads, it actually doesn't matter, and it would even put myself in a bad standing no matter even if I did or did not have ads. So that's really frustrating to know that even if it was the way it is, it doesn't matter because it's just targeting things very fiercely now. So a lot of classic Boss Rages, a lot of classic Assist Me episodes, and a lot of Fighting History. Luckily, there is an option kind of around this, and I can upload those episodes to Twitch, and they've been more than welcome to have them available on there. I've been debating having another YouTube channel dedicated to Boss Rage Classics that is sort of completely unrelated to this channel. Like, I'm not going to monetize it in any way. The biggest thing that I want you guys to realize is that the deterrence has never been like money in terms of these videos. The deterrence is that the history of the videos is kind of going away, which is unfortunate. A lot of those videos have over 1 million views, much less 1 million to 1.5 million on several of them. And several of them mean a lot to me, especially the Alien Assist Me movie, which is now taken down, as well as Fighting History and the first couple episodes of Fighting History, which I knew potentially could be a problem, and I didn't know how hard it was going to target things, which is why there hasn't been a lot of updates to Boss Rage, and if not Fighting History and things like that. I've been kind of waiting to see what happens, and now knowing that it has happened, and that's what it's going after, and what I have to change in the future. Luckily, I know how to change this going forward, and what music libraries I can use, because I pay for a music library for everything I have that I've put out over the past like year or so. And it works well, but my biggest concern is that in 5 years' time, if we keep making videos and everything keeps going, what's the chances of the same thing happening, of that music library going into the hands of some crazy other corporation that wants to target YouTube? And then now when it's completely fine and completely safe, I'm left in a situation that I was back in the day, or right now where everything's being taken down. So it's just a very iffy situation. A lot of those videos are the way I wanted them to be, and I knew the music was going to be in them, and I was willing to sacrifice monetary value, but that's not enough, and I need to be very careful going forward with a lot of this stuff. Luckily, there's still a couple episodes of Fighting History. There's still a few boss rages that are still on there, but the ones that you kind of remember, I'm going to do my best to get them on Twitch, at least, to get them completely viewable in their original format on Twitch, which is another channel of mine that you could watch it, at least, that belongs to me. But I know a lot of you guys have been missing those videos, and a lot of you guys love those videos, and I love them just as much as you do, because the Boss Rage series ends up being whatever game we're playing, like the movie. It ends up turning into like a big epic adventure / story that has lows and ups and downs and a proper conclusion, hopefully at the end of them. And I love that series, and it ended up being some of the most popular videos on my entire channel, way over Assist Me, way over Fighting History, everything. So losing that stuff really hurts, and I don't want you guys to think that this is like the big deterrent that's going to stop me from making YouTube videos. It has been kind of, rough on me, and there hasn't been a lot of consistent content over the past few weeks, just because I've known this was happening, and I've been waiting to see how bad it was going to be, and it was a lot worse than I thought it was. It is what it is. I would like to move forward from this point. We are just getting closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and I know a lot of you guys are very much looking forward to the content I have been actively putting out, and like the reaction videos, if not the daily gameplay, if not the news updates, if not any of the other things that I get hands-on previews of. It's just that the other stuff that I felt makes the channel really special, which is Assist Me, our movies, the Boss Rages, Fighting History, ran into a really big hurdle over the past 6 months to a year and a half, and I want to let you know where that's at. And I'm not done. I want to make more. I want to keep going, and I want to make sure we can do our best to make sure this doesn't happen again, and to possibly get those episodes available to you guys in some way if they're not even on this channel. But I'll let you know. I encourage you to follow my Twitch channel. I put up the videos of us playing games the entire time. There's no subscription barriers for you to watch any of the past archives or the past uploads, so you can just watch whatever's on there. And I genuinely appreciate your support. I appreciate every single person that is wondering where the Boss Rage episode is for Asura's Wrath or CVS2 or anything like that, because I want to get them back in some way. Even if they're not on this channel, I'll do my best. So don't worry, going forward, I'm going to keep making stuff. The next episode of Fighting History is one that I've been wanting to make, but I've been very cautious about it for a long time. And it's one of those hurdles that happens as a result of doing YouTube. And YouTube is a very, 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 very different platform than it was back in the day. Twitch seems to be more than welcome with a lot of the crazy stuff that's been happening on Twitch. So I want to make people on both ends happy, because I know a lot of people on YouTube and Twitch don't share the same thing. Not YouTube people just like watching YouTube videos. Twitch people usually like watching everything. So either way, I'm not going to abandon one completely, even though it seems that there's a big disparity of content on this channel in comparison to before. Let's try to change that. And if not, I'll do my best to try to change that. As always, dudes, thank you for being there. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting all the videos I put out. If it's not as many as I did before, literally the reason I keep doing this is because you guys are really, really, really supportive over everything we do. If not viewership, if not allowing us to run ads, everything like that has been incredibly, incredibly incredible. So thank you for that. I won't let you down, and I'll do my best to make sure everything keeps going. My name is Max, and I'll see you next time.